Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about the different types of CMS. So CMS stands for Content Management System, and it's an application used for web development where you can just add, publish, or pretty much do anything on a website. And it's really popular because you don't really need to know any code, so it's great for non-technical people. So traditional CMS has been around for quite a while now, and it includes back-end and front-end. So within the back-end, you can manage and store code and content in a database, as well as front-end templates and CSS with plugins. And then the front-end pretty much just displays that content on the HTML pages. So examples of this include blogging platforms such as WordPress, Squarespace, and Wix. And then decoupled CMS, kind of similar but also very different. So it has the same components of back-end and front-end, but the main difference is that it splits the two. So it's not all in one system, it divides the two systems. So it actually divides the two systems through an API. So the back end right here, as you can see, pretty much the exact same stuff, and then it is separated but then is integrated again and connected through an API. Then we have the front end, and then from there you can pretty much deliver all of that information into virtually anywhere onto different platforms such as websites or apps. So that's the main difference, but it includes all the same things, just has an API, and then you can deliver to any sort of channel. And then a headless CMS is a subset of a decoupled CMS. So as you can see, it has the back end, but it does not have the front end. So it goes straight from the back end to the API and then can be directed and delivered anywhere. So that's the main difference between the three. So the advantages of headless CMS. Traditional CMS has failed to keep up since there are other different platforms besides websites. There can be mobile applications or mobile websites, so headless CMS has allowed having all that information transferred rather easily and pretty quickly. It's also very flexible, and so front-end developers can retrieve data from the CMS and present it any way they want, which opens up many more possibilities. So as I was talking about before, it can be on a website or a mobile application. Additionally, it can design large-scale and unique websites that can stand out from competitors. It can also increase productivity, so that's really good. And then pretty much, just as I said again, it can be easily displayed across multiple platforms. So these are the sources that I used to find all that information, and now I'm just going to exit this and show you my Drupal website. So this is my Drupal website. It's called PineLath. It's pretty much just a spin-off of LionPath, which allows students to add and drop classes and view classes at Penn State. So you can see my schedule right here. It includes all of these different courses, the credits, instructors. So for example, if I just click on this one, it has the meeting time, course number, spots available, and pretty much all the information you'll need to know, as well as a nice image. So if we go back to the home page, and you can see this is my website right here. If I just copy that and then paste it and then use a JSON API, which I actually have a JSON API a little plugin for Google Chrome right here. So once I just do that, it gives me this parsed data right here, and then I can integrate this and have it on pretty much any platform. So it makes it a lot easier, a lot more productive, definitely saves time. So that's kind of a big reason on why headless CMS has been getting a lot more recognized and more popular. So there you go. There's just a little bit of information about CMS, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.